Hey everyone, this is Zach. So today I'm covering the Baby Step Millionaires, Dave Ramsey's new book that just came out. So why am I covering this? Well, they did a study of over 10,000 millionaires. And so if we know what the most successful people are doing financially, and we can start heading that direction, we have a much better chance of success. That is our whole point of our brokerage and for real estate agents is not just help you build a successful real estate business, but just a complete career, lifestyle, financial stability, because we all want to work towards our different goals and dreams. And so what are the most successful people doing? That's why I wanted to cover some of the statistics in this book. And you can see my notes right here. So I'm going to run through these really quick, and then I'm going to tie it into real estate one more time for our agents. But as we get into real estate, you quickly learn being commission only. You don't have a paycheck coming in 2 weeks. It's not as easy to budget because you kind of have an unpredictable commission structure as you are building your business. Yes, as we grow our real estate business and we've been a couple of years in the business and we start seeing, all right, I'm consistently closing 1 deal a month or 2 deals a month or 3 deals a month, but we have to grow to that. And a lot of us are still building. So we're not at that consistency. We might have 1 month, we don't have any closings. Next month, we might have 2. Then we might have a dry spell for 3 months. So we're trying to build consistency and get off the real estate roller coaster. Even brand new licensees, I tell them to plan on a 90-day cycle. Day one being licensed, if you work really, really efficiently, your first 30 days, networking, talking with people, high volume of networking, within 30 days, we can try and get your first client. Let's say it's a listing. Let's say then day 30, you have that listing. Within 30 days in a balanced market, you probably get an offer coming in and then another 30 days to close. So it might be day one of being licensed, 90 days before you even get your first commission check. So we need to know when we get that, or if we're in a dry spell, what do we need to be doing so that way we can set ourselves up financially or weather the storm with interest rates rising? How do we weather the storm? How do we get through this? Because I was driving through a new book community the other day, and past month, not really much activity, but recently, 3 houses already have the framing up and the roof's going on. So it's picking back up. Everything is starting to pick back up. We're getting through the storm. And as our opportunities increase, what should we be doing to increase our financial success? Well, 3/4 of millionaires were at least 55 years old. And then if we keep going, the top 10 millionaire states percentage-wise, Arizona, Connecticut, Vermont, Hawaii, Massachusetts, Maryland, Illinois, New Jersey, Colorado, Minnesota rounds out the top 10. Top 10 states underrepresented by millionaires. So this means they have the least amount of millionaires percentage-wise. At number 10 is Tennessee. So we have our work cut out for us. We're actually in the bottom 10 for percentage of millionaires in this state. Then Montana, Alabama, Wyoming, West Virginia, Kentucky, South Dakota, Oklahoma, Mississippi, Idaho. Millionaires, their primary residence, 65% of millionaires live in homes that are less than 3,000 square feet. So it's very important, as we may face frustration. You know, we have friends that use somebody else. We have that listing that terminates on us. We drive through Green Hills, Brentwood, and we start seeing some of those homes. Well, 65% of millionaires don't live in those homes. They live in less than 3,000 square feet. So we have to get out of the trap of comparing ourselves and keeping up with the Joneses, because not everything on the surface is what it seems. As we keep going, millionaires in the average neighborhood income by zip code. Only 1 in 5 millionaires live in a neighborhood where the average family income exceeds $100,000. Majority of them live, 51%, live where families make less than $75,000. So again, don't compare yourselves to those homes. Instead, worry about, can I help them? Maybe they need to sell their home. Maybe they're not as well off, or they have a job transfer, or they need to downsize. So work on helping those people versus comparing yourselves to those people. Income class of millionaires' household during childhood. The number one class that millionaires came from their childhood, 48% middle class, 27% lower middle class, 4% lower class. Only 2% of millionaires came from upper class to begin with, basically starting on third base. So majority, it's from working hard. It's from creating a new standard and setting the bar higher. Educational level of millionaires' parents, 47% of millionaires, neither their father nor mother graduated from college. 78% of millionaires were involved in some sort of extracurricular opportunity during high school. It could be sports, volunteering, student council, academic teams, band, student newspaper, choir, theater. That's where people were most involved, is extracurricular activities. These two charts, and I'll go ahead and put these up on the screen. This is very interesting to look at the data. This is asking a group of millionaires and a group of the general population, What do you think is the most important for building wealth? Rank these 8 things in order of importance. Most important, least important. These 8 things for building wealth. Millionaires said financial discipline, investment consistency, values from upbringing, high-paying job, investment strategy, luck, inheritance, real estate investments. On the flip side, the general population, when asked what are the most important for creating wealth, they too said financial discipline, but then it went a different path. Inheritance, investment strategy, luck, high-paying job, values from upbringing, investment consistency, real estate investments. So they valued consistency of constantly saving and investing, whether that's in a Roth IRA, whether that's in index funds, mutual funds. They placed that consistency lower on the tier. They more thought it had to do with inheritance and luck. You will see a big correlation if you pick up this book that millionaires take the mindset that it's up to me. If I want to make a change, it's up to me. If I want to change my financial status, it's up to me. But I have to take control. I have to put the initiative forward. Here's same type of chart, just flip side. What are the top things that are preventing wealth? That's millionaires, general population. Millionaires said lack of financial discipline, consumerism, low-paying jobs, debt levels, lack of opportunity, cost of living. General population said lack of financial discipline, lack of opportunity, low-paying jobs, debt levels, cost of living, consumerism. That last one's very interesting. Millionaires said preventing wealth. Number 2 is consumerism. The general population put that last, consumerism. The general population does not view consumerism as that important. It doesn't matter if I go out to eat tonight. It doesn't matter if I buy these new pair of tennis shoes. But yet millionaires say, no, that matters a lot. Is not getting trapped in that comparing yourself to others, keeping up with the Joneses. Some different highlights, summaries of what they put together is saying proactive versus reactive. Based on the research, millionaires tend to be planners and goal setters. They view things from a long-term perspective, which allows them to weather short-term storms. For example, they understand that saving today is difficult, but produces greater benefits in the future. Rather than reacting to people or circumstances in the moment, millionaires stick to proven principles that keep them moving forward toward the goals they set. So we see that in sales. We see that in real estate. Things don't always go our way. Again, deals fall through, listings cancel, people use somebody else. But it's our ability to weather the short-term storm, to continue to do the things that we know will move the needle, such as lead generating every single day consistently, that will make the greatest benefit long-term. Earned versus inherited. The vast majority of millionaires are self-made. While the stereotype assumes they were raised in prosperous families, the research indicates that most came from humble beginnings and worked hard over time. Deciding versus sliding. Millionaires in the study demonstrated intentionality with their resources. They chose to happen to their money instead of letting their money happen to them. They placed high value on decision-making skills and were convinced that nothing productive, including wealth, ever happens by accident. So again, that goes back to taking control, creating a budget, saving, investing, making it happen. Coaching versus proud, arrogant. Millionaires recognize they do not have all the answers and probably never will. As a result, they are committed to lifelong learning. If they have a question, they are not afraid to seek out the wisdom of someone who has the proper answer. Living modestly versus displaying wealth. More than 2 decades ago, Dr. Thomas Stanley introduced the idea of a millionaire next door. That is, millionaires are more likely to be a neighbor or co-worker than a flashy celebrities. Millionaires in the study demonstrated an aversion to extravagance. Their cars and their homes remain modest. So when you see the flashy new Mercedes, the BMWs, the big old homes, oftentimes statistically, they aren't millionaires. So keep doing what you know is going to work. Keep living in your own path. Taylor and I's first house was 850 square feet. We could have afforded a much bigger house, but we felt comfortable with, you know what? Worst comes to worst, the mortgage payment on this house and this purchase price is easily affordable versus, hey, let's go live up to our means and stretch the budget and be stressed every single month and just create all that extra weight on our shoulders. Owning it versus being a victim. Based on this research, millionaires take responsibility for their actions and their outcomes rather than being carried along by factors outside their control. The participants in the study made it clear that they were masters of their own destiny. They rejected a victim mentality and were convinced that their success was determined primarily by their own choices and behaviors. As a result, they were convinced that any person can become a millionaire if that person was willing to make the sacrifices now that ensure a secure future. So again, if I want to have a successful real estate business, if I want to be well off financially, I need to take that into my own hands. It's up to me. It's not up to anybody else. It's up to me. It doesn't matter, as we saw, even during peak COVID, even as we saw in 2008, even as we saw recently with interest rates basically doubling within a short amount of time. Homes are still selling every single day. We are still approving files every single day, signing off on commission forms, helping agents get 100%. It's happening every single day, no matter what. So it's up to us to get a piece of that pie, to start helping more families, to make an impact for our own family. As we keep going, let's see right here. Millionaires tend to demonstrate a growth mindset rather than a fixed mindset, a mentality of abundance rather than scarcity. They embrace change and usually see adversity as an opportunity for growth. Perseverance is a key quality for millionaires. Again, being in sales, we're going to get kicked down. We're not going to have things go our way all the time, but we have to keep going. There are so many homes out there. If you just on your way to the grocery store, on your way to the gas station, look at all the homes that you pass. Statistically, around 10% of people move within a year, within 12 months. 10% of those homes you just passed on your way to the store, to the grocery store, are going to sell. But we have to get in front of them. There's plenty of opportunity. And as we keep going, half of millionaires' questions said they save at least 16% of their income every month. 89% set aside at least 6% each month of their income. And 93% of millionaires at some point do use coupons. Only 7% never use coupons. So again, just because you get there, nothing changes. You keep hustling, you keep working. Even car brands of millionaires. The number one most popular car for a millionaire to have, 16% market share, Toyota. Number two, Honda, 15%. 3, Ford, 8%. Lexus, 8%. Subaru, 5%. BMW, 4%. So that means probably 96% of people driving BMWs are not millionaires. It's not about that flashy lifestyle, because oftentimes that does not represent the true story. Let's see, Dave said that combined, the top 3 luxury models garnered just 15% of the total. So I believe that was BMW, Lexus, and Mercedes. So it's not about that. It's about doing something different than everybody else and not worrying what everybody else says. Taylor and I, when we were in Florida, we dropped down to 1 car because we realized, you know what? What's the point of 8 tires, 8 brakes, 2 oil changes? Let's go down to 1 car. Like, we really don't need the extra car. Let's live in our first house. Let's live super modestly, 850 square feet. Because I heard a quote recently, and it really kind of made me stop and just think for a sec, but it was, there's some people out there that want to do what everybody else is doing, and they will do what everybody else is doing, but they expect a different result. And so to reach a level of success, we have to break outside of a comfort zone. We have to do what 99% of people are not doing to hit that 1% status. We have to do 99% of what everybody else is not doing. Waking up early, setting aside money every closing, building a financial legacy. It can happen, and it's tough work, but we have to keep growing. We have to keep asking questions. We have to keep trying to get 1% better every single day. And only 79% of millionaires never received an inheritance at all. So most of them are all self-made. Again, it's all about that growth mindset. So if you want to have things that nobody else does, you have to do things that nobody else is doing. And if you have any questions with building your real estate business, with what you should do with your first real estate check when it comes in, or what should you do with your second one, how can you continue to reinvest in your business and grow your small business, but do it financially? Because we do the same thing at our brokerage. Is we get asked, the question starts fading more and more as we keep getting bigger and bigger, but how do you make money? Well, we do it by being financially responsible. From the very first month, we've always made a profit. We've never had debt. We've never had investors. We've never been in the red, because it comes from being disciplined and growing responsibly. Hey, when we finally hit 50 agents, let's upgrade this tool. When we hit 100 agents, let's add this other tool. But it's doing things the right way, and you can do that too. So if you have any questions, book a time with me down below. I'd love to help agents. No matter what it is, let me know how I can help. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.